What's up guys, MrGimms back again, and I just want to quickly touch over some of the 4.41 bug fix patch notes that they dropped. I know I already did it on stream and I just went through it there, but what I want to do today is I want to just really glance over some of the finer details because obviously we're all pretty pissed off with these changes. We'll get to all of that at the end of the video, but the first thing I want to address is the 4.40 release statement directly from the devs. Not a video, nothing personal, just on the forums, just robotic, not personal, all the things that I've complained about. However, they do some interesting things in here and talk about some interesting things. But before we get into that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you do like the content. I stream Monday to Friday every single week, and I do other videos and other content, news, everything DVD pretty much. It's a great life. I'm just going to read this verbatim as they have put, and we will talk about it as we go along. We are a week out from the release of the 4.40 update, and we wanted to take a minute to acknowledge this release brought some known issues and bugs than more known issues and bugs than usual. I noticed they've extended that. They said in their Q&A it brought some bugs and issues. I just, you know, tap it there. And then now it's more known issues and bugs than usual. It's funny. And for that, we'd like to apologize. Jesus. We'd like to pull back the curtain and offer some insight into our decision to release the update in its current state, as well as what our next steps are moving forward. Okay, there's a lot of problems I have with this. I have seen Terrico's video on this now. I just finished watching it before. If you don't mind, give him a sub as well. He's a decent guy. He can explain things. You know, it's good to hear multiple people talk about this. It's not always good to listen to the same person. That's my honest opinion on that. But yeah, he talks about this as well. There's a lot here I'm not happy about. There's some things I am happy about. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Holy dick knuckle. They actually apologized. That's massive. For them. The ego that is behavior has apologized. To start, this past chapter has been one of the most ambitious ones yet. It's a nice word to slap on it. That power word of behavior. The twins are a very complex killer to create. Yeah, you're just milking the work now. We get it. We get it. Essentially working as two separate killers. Whilst we like to push the limits on what we can do with our new characters, that unfortunately brings with it a lot more issues to be ironed out before their release. Don't release it then. In order to push an update, we need to create a version of the game and submit it for approval on each platform in advance. So yeah, that's the part where QA should have come in. So QA would have tested it, and then they pushed through for the update for you guys to test it internally, or for QA to test the final product, and then it goes into the PTB. If you want, it could go live if you have faith in your product. So this process can take longer depending on how large the update is. I guess in this case it was big because you're trying to say it's two killers. With chapter releases taking the longest to be approved. Yeah, obviously. Unfortunately, this leaves us with less time than it seems to identify and resolve issues. No, you've missed the point. What's this time thing you're on about? Why can't you just be more personal with us, talk to us like a human being, and tell us why there's a time? What's time? There's no time. If it's incomplete, don't release it. If QA are not pleased with the results of your in-game build, don't release it to PTB. In fact, you probably could release it to PTB, but there is no excuse. There are so many firewalls before you get to live. So don't give me that crap that time's a problem. What I think this is, and it would be great to get your honesty here, is you're running this out. You were worried before Christmas because you guys are taking time off. The game was in its worst state last Christmas. Something I want to touch on. It was just messed up for about 2 months because you guys were on holidays. By the way, that's totally cool that you're on holidays. You deserve the break. Everyone does. But get your house in order first. And if you're rushing product for greed, honestly, then I don't feel sorry for you. You should have delayed it. You should have delayed it to January if you didn't think you could honestly do it. But anyway, between the player test build, PTB, and live releases, we typically have about 5 days for identifying issues. Again, you're just putting the restraint on yourself. That's all that is. That's a you issue, not us, the fans. That's you. Making changes and finally finding and implementing fixes before we need to submit a version. In this window, we focus on the most pressing issues that are identified in the PTB. Once the update is submitted, we immediately start working on the first bug fix patch, which usually needs to be submitted a day or two after the update hits the live version. Why? Why do you run? No one else does this. What is this crap? It's all, you've got everything back to front. This is why you may notice that the first bug fix patch focuses mostly on lingering issues from the PTB. Well, yeah, it should. Like everything that you've learned from QA to PTB to 3 weeks till live, you should have everything sorted. You rushed it. I don't want it. Look, I know I'm being negative. Look, this is a milk fest. This is feel sorry for me, please. There's no excuse. QA is a normal, integral, basic team in every game company. Do you have a QA team? If I somehow found out that your, modelers, testers, animators are your QA, just to skip some of the budget, Jesus Christ, hire a proper QA team, because obviously this is backwards. To address the elephant in the room, why wasn't the update delayed in that case? Wow, okay, I didn't actually see this bit. This is interesting. This is always a very difficult decision to make. Delaying an update would give us some much needed time to fix more issues that were reported during the PTB. Or, you played your own game before the PTB. But on the other hand, the feedback we receive from the live release is invaluable. So you do test live a lot. Okay. The live release gives us visibility on other platforms, and the amount of feedback and reports we receive from live update makes you want what you want. You want to have your cake and eat it too. Yeah. Look, this isn't working. This is destroying your fan base. Straight up. Not sugarcoating it. It's great you apologized, but I don't want to see this milk fest afterwards. Reproducing and fixing certain bugs much quicker. No, you said this 5-day thing before. With the holiday quickly approaching, yeah, here we go. This is truth bombs. We want to make sure that we have room to release bug fix patches. The last thing we want is to release a big update at the last second and potentially leave the game in rough shape over the holidays. Then don't do it. What are you doing? Get your house in order. Like, what are you leaving for? Get it sorted. Don't drop a DLC right before holidays. Like, this is simple shit. This is not even game design shit. This is common sense at this point, yeah? There's bound to be a discussion about whether or not that was the right decision. It was the wrong decision, and understandably so. We are taking feedback on this into consideration very seriously for the future. You're not. I got banned for asking why your trash heap of a DLC hit the shelves. You're not going to answer any criticisms. I accept your apology, and I'm going to take you at your word, and hopefully these problems are addressed and we move on from it. I love this game. Do you? Honestly, devs. Start acting like it. Anyway, guys, let's get into the actual 4.41 bug fixes and the problems that I really want to address. Obviously, they said they were going to fix things up moving forward after that absolute disgrace of a chapter that was chapter 18. I still hate calling it chapter 18. But anyway, let's go through the more important parts of this. Let's get into the crux of this 4.41 chapter update. The first one and the most contentious point that's again dividing the community is Ebony and Ivory Memento Moris now require the targeted survivor to have reached the second hook phase. There's no key reworks, there's nothing, there's just addressing the Moris. Now, this is good in a lot of ways and bad in a lot of ways. I think it was about 2 months ago when they announced they're going to be looking into Mori and key changes. Even the King on Twitter asked in the Q&A, can we have an update on Mori and key changes? And they said, we have nothing for you at the moment. Couple days later, they dropped this in the patch notes. This has nothing to do with bug fixes, by the way. Nothing to do with bug fixes at all. You have just nerfed Moris to the ground, by the way, without sort of any sort of counterplay to survivors. There's just, here we go, Moris are nerfed. Keys, totally cool. And with the new survivor perk that Elodie got, they have more opportunities now than ever to get keys. So it just pisses people off. I said this 2 months ago, when they announced that they were going to make changes. And I said then, and it was on one of my live streams. I don't know which one it is. You can look it up. I said that Oh, they're not going to touch keys. They'll nerf Moris first. And you guys just do not let me down. The point here is DBD behavior. They're creating friction between both sides. There's already bad blood there with survivors and killers. There's already bad blood with the devs and all the player base. What are you doing? You're creating more problems for yourselves. We could go and have a look at the forums now, but I can imagine what it looks like. You should have addressed both things in their own patch together, coming together and bringing them back down and nerfing both of them. I understand they need a nerf. I know keys need a nerf. I know Moris need a nerf. Why not do it together? There's so many other things I could talk about with this, but this really is just damage. More damage that the devs aren't thinking about. And they've put it here in this bug fix. This is just pathetic. This to me was just a terrible attempt at fixing something that does need to be addressed, but not on its own. And then the next big point is Victor can now search lockers. This is cool. If a survivor is found inside, the player will be sent back to control Charlotte, while Victor will block the survivor if in the locker for 10 seconds. What are you doing? It takes about 3 seconds to get back into Charlotte to get her out of her weird jittery mess that she's in. And then you need to be near the locker, all within 10 seconds. It's great that you can grab them out, but it's not going to be impactful for her. It's still counterplay now. So you've still... It's a nerf, because at least we could hit him through the locker before with Victor. But now we can't do that because you took it out. But anyway, yeah, 10 seconds is not enough. I would have expected to see 20 seconds at least. I think that would be a little bit more impactful even then though. But there's no counterplay now. There's just get in a locker, you're sweet, because Charlotte's going to be far away. And the survivor's going to know where they are too. So it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I heard a rumor that they were thinking about 15 seconds. They've gone down to 10. And we all know, by the way, that you've tested this all on your own, because all data from the PTB's gone out the window now. So you must have come to this on your own, and you still brought it down to 10 seconds. You guys don't test your game anyway. We know that. We have proof. Yeah, so here we go. First bug list. First bug on the list is fix an issue that allowed Victor to pounce on survivors inside lockers. Yeah, so they removed that, and they should have. It was unintentional. But then you gave us 10 seconds. So, you know, good work on that one. Yeah, this one's the other one that's pissed everyone off, and I'll get more into detail in a second. Fixed an issue that caused the field of view of the Legion not to increase while running during Feral Frenzy. That's great, so you've had time to fix the field of view during Frenzy. What about the speed of Feral Frenzy? The main glitch, his power. He has all sorts of glitches at the moment and problems. You adjusted his field of view, but that's it, you closed the lid on that bug fix. Why not fix it all together? The time you could have spent on this, you could have just left this out for now. So again, people are pissed off. You haven't addressed something, you know, properly. What are you guys thinking over there at behavior? What's going on? Come on, guys. Seriously, pick it up. Yeah? But don't forget, cosmetics dropped today with your 500 shards. So there you go. Be happy. Sorry if I'm just seem angry and bitter. It's just, I get so frustrated with these guys. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the conversation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am here streaming Monday to Friday, Dead by Daylight, from 2 p.m. GMT till 5 or 6 GMT UK time. I hope to see you guys there. Would be cool. And don't forget to join our Discord. All the links are in the description below if you want to continue the conversation. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, guys. See you later.